Chagrin by Jason M. Summer. At a loss. My heart is in my throat, and I am at a loss. This world, this precious, precious world cannot bear the hatred and wrath and sickness we pour upon it. Sitting alone in my own space with my flickering window to the world, I am assaulted with violence and poisonous words, and people losing people, and people losing animals, and people losing heart. And simply, I may lose mine too, for my heart is in my throat, begging to escape. The world has become jagged in the wake of our progress. Black and white has become blacker and whiter. Absolutes have become the measuring stick. Compromise is weak and easy to dismiss. More and more gather together in hatred than in His name, or in love, or in joy. More and more get away with what they can. Fewer have the strength of spine we all think, we all wish we had. My heart is in my throat as I see more and more casual disregard for life, and how others find the value of that currency declined, as those lives are packed in trucks, are used, are sold. Must I say in code how I mourn? An assault on the rainbow, an assault on the Bastille, an attack at the tower, in an Eastern empire of old, and that not all of them are the enemy. My heart is in my throat for the loss of those behind the thin blue line, and for the loss of those on the other side of it, for our decorated protectors who can't be home because of some endless, undefined war. I see my friends take positions and make opinions I never thought I'd see. And I say nothing for fear I'll lose those I still call close. My heart is in my throat, as at times I find myself a coward, and I find myself sitting, slumped, wishing for peace and kindness, and I find myself at a loss.
We Are Alive by Amanda Porter. I know that you're broken, and that's all right. We need the cracks to let in the light. I know that you're tattered, and that's just fine. We need the scars to remind us we're alive. I know that you're weary, and that's okay. We need these moments to take our breath away.
My Dragon by Tanja Miller. My dragon is a cerulean blue with bright jade eyes and shiny sparkly scales. She breathes a fire of peppermint scent ire to distract her enemies as she tears into their chewy, gummy flesh. Did I mention her fire is purple? My dragon loves bubbles and werewolf souffle and lying on ostrich feathers on a warm, humid day in her cool golden cave. She keeps a book beside her near a cauldron full of cider to dip the severed fingers of yesterday's brunch. Did I mention her cauldron is silver? My dragon lives in her own crystal world with crackerjack thoughts and unicorn dreams in a make-believe mediocrity of comfortable cushions. She sings a delightful dirge as she fights her carnal urge to display her gruesome findings to the weak. Did I mention her cushions are red?
Recessional by Rudyard Kipling. God of our fathers, known of old, Lord of our far-flung battle line, beneath whose awful hand we hold dominion over palm and pine. Lord God of hosts, be with us yet, lest we forget, lest we forget. The tumult and the shouting dies, the captains and the kings depart. Still stands thine ancient sacrifice, an humble and a contrite heart. Lord God of hosts, be with us yet, lest we forget, lest we forget. Far call our navies melt away, on dune and headland sinks the fire. Lo, all our pomp of yesterday is one with Nineveh and Tyre. Judge of the nations, spare us yet, lest we forget, lest we forget. If, drunk with sight of power, we lose wild tongues that have not thee in awe, such boastings as the Gentiles use, or lesser breeds without the law. Lord God of hosts, be with us yet, lest we forget, lest we forget. For heathen heart that puts her trust in reeking tube and iron shard, all valiant dust that builds on dust, and guarding calls not thee to guard. For frantic boast and foolish word, thy mercy on thy people, Lord, lest we forget, lest we forget.